eat is because that was my last known God setting. I'm so old that at one point in time I thought O.J. Simpson was a football player. I'm so glad you guys survived the pandemic. You have a whole new lease on life. You can make all new choices. And I see the choices that you're making tonight. And I respect that. I got robbed during the pandemic. He held a gun right here. I held real still. I thought he was taking my temperature. Somehow I managed to survive that fake scenario. And started traveling again. I flew to Seattle by way of Dallas, as one does. And we got on the plane and we taxied and taxied and taxied. We taxied for so long, I thought the pilot was just going to drive the plane to Seattle. Getting back to normal after the pandemic was hard for pilots. They say public speaking is the #1 fear. Joke's on them. I love attention. Burning Man. I've had menopause. There is no such thing as Burning Man. The nerve. Apple is great and all, but they need to create a feature where you list all the names of the people that you hate, and they keep them off your apps. No, I do not want to connect with Craig White, Captain PTSD. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I was raised in the woods. I had almost zero knowledge of mainstream culture. I still have my original eyebrows. I moved to Tulsa in 2019, and I took a defensive driving course on Peoria in Brookside. It wasn't so much a class as it was an obstacle course, and at the end I didn't get a certificate, but I did get a deep sense of relief that I was still alive. Paper straws was the last straw for me. As a person who cares deeply for wildlife, it was a test, and I failed miserably. My threshold of caring is much lower than my threshold of hatred for something dry touching my lips. Ah! We have not reached a point in society where turtles can safely exist while I'm drinking a Coke Zero at the AMC. I hope this isn't too soon, but the Queen, Barbara Walters, and the Pope walked into a bar in heaven. Yes, there are bars in heaven now, according to the New Testament that I wrote myself this morning for this joke. So there they are, Elizabeth, Barbara, and the Pope. They roll in, and immediately, right off the bat, Barbara Walters starts asking the bartender the hard liquor questions. St. Peter comes up, slaps the Pope on the back, all friendly like. The Pope's nervous. Princess Diana storms in and throws a drink into the Queen's face. The corgis are barking. It's chaos up there. It's a good thing we're safe down here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. As I mentioned, I was raised isolated, and I continued on that path until the age of 37 when I divorced.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was staring down the barrel of my own sexual awakening. It was epic. It was a gift I gave to myself freely, no restrictions. It was planned too. There were charts and graphs. There was a bucket list. I found myself in an olive grove on an island in Greece, naked, with a guy from Hyderabad, India.
Oh yeah.
And you You might ask how a shy Kansas girl found herself in her own Mamma Mia story, minus the pregnancy. And I will tell you, it was Tinder. I embraced Tinder as my guiding light during that time. And I'll tell you, Tinder was created in 2012, and I was naked in Greece, spring of 2013. Thank you. My name is Sam.